Hey, what's up, guys? It's me again, and welcome back to my channel, Mayta. What Ifs. Today, I am back with a new short movie. The name of this short movie is What If Naruto Was Grandson of both Aphrodite and Hephaestus? And yeah, guys, it is not entirely based on Naruto universe, but more like based on Percy Jackson universe. What if Minato was like son of Hephaestus, born there, and Kushina was daughter of Aphrodite? It's gonna be a chaotic, fun type-ish story. So I hope you enjoyed this one, and if you do, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. And as mentioned on Apollo Uchiha channel before, congratulations to the 1898 for suggesting and winning the poll and his idea. It will be turned into a series shortly, and don't get disheartened for those whose idea was not picked. I will make them into a story, short movie, or a movie on Apollo Uchiha channel soon. And yeah, we're gonna work on this series like a team, and after each episode, you're gonna comment obviously, and you can add on your reviews as well as like suggestions, like this should have happened here, and maybe in the next part this should happen. Who knows, maybe we'll be able to create something of a banger story or entirely different sort of mess. Either way, it'll be fun. So yeah, without any further ado, enough said, let's begin with our today's short movie. Our story begins in Japan, near Tokyo, in a small town, as we go there to see that in a small apartment resided two people, a couple, one with blonde hair, tan skin, and blue eyes, while the other one was a redhead with purple eyes, as currently she was pregnant and had a frown on her face. Minato, I don't like here. The kindly ones are everywhere. I can sense them. I have been using my charm speak, but it is getting harder. I know. I I have I have to do something, but I can't do it alone. We have to go back there. You know that. No. After finishing our quest, I requested from Mother to allow this marriage and for us to leave. We will we are never going back there. We vowed that, said Kushina. It's going to be dangerous for Naruto if we reside here, said Minato. Fine. Fine, for his safety, we'll go there. And so, using the talismans that were given to them by Aphrodite, both of them boarded a plane and arrived by air to New York City. As soon as they arrived, they took a taxi and went straight towards the Hoplet Hill. This taxi was quite different. It was black, and there were three ladies with single eyeballs driving it. As soon as they arrived there, the taxi disappeared in a dark smoke, and both of them climbed and entered the field in which the Half-Blood Hill resided. As soon as they arrived, they went to the big house, which was away from the campsite, as well as the camp quarters. As soon as they arrived there, we see that they met with the dean, as well as the instructor. Hey, Jiron, Mr. D. It's been a long time. Ah, Minato, if my memory serves me right, and Kushina. I heard that both of you got married and moved away to Japan. Quite a beautiful place, I might say. Ah, the rice sake. What a beautiful gift. We brought you some, but I doubt that Lord Zeus would allow it to you. A thoughtful gift, as expected from my favorite camper. Now, Mr. D was Dionysus, the god of wine, but he was being punished because he was chasing after a nymph who was, put on mark by his father. So, for punishment, he was here for more than 100 of years, and Minato and Kushina both have been able to win his respect, which was entirely shocking to even Chiron, because he has never seen or heard anything from Dionysus before, because he hasn't bothered even tried to remember the name of anyone, let alone his own. But now, he remembered two of the people who he liked. I'm glad and all, but must ask you, why are you back? You do know that Lord Zeus was quite mad when you left. I prayed to him before boarding the plane, and he responded, allowing me to arrive here. Is that so? What is it? Our son is about to be born. Your child. This is gonna be fun. Sorry, what do you mean, Mr. D? Well, you do know that both of your parents are like sworn enemies, even if they are married together by my good old mother, but they don't like one another. They can't stand. I wonder still sometimes that how in the hell you two, whose cabins hate one another, ended up together. Well, they do say love is blind, huh? You are right there, Kushina. Then again, Minato is quite something, a specimen that has never been seen from Hephaestus. I might say you might be his best creation ever. As Minato rubbed the back of his head. If we're allowed to be here, this place has been your home. What are you saying, Minato? Said Chiron, half horse, half man, the trainer of heroes who have been around for centuries. Thank you, Chiron. We will make a camp for you, so that both of you can reside. As Chiron and the both of them begin to walk out to discuss with Minato's cabin, but that is when they saw that Hermes was there. He was in a track suit and with joggers, as he was aiming to run. Lord Hermes. As Hermes smiled, looking at both of them. Well, you have made quite a commotion up there, and Lord Zeus wished to see you before giving you a gift. What is that? And so, Hermes then said, no time to explain, and with a snap of his fingers, both of them arrived in Mount Olympus. And now we see they were standing in front of the Olympian gods who were seated on their throne in their divine form. True form, which was so huge. Greetings, Lord Zeus. Everyone. We are humbled to be here. Rise up, Minato. And you as well, Kushina. As Aphrodite then summoned a chair, sit down, daughter. You are in no condition to stand. As Kushina did, thank you, mother. As now we see, Zeus then began. I have called you here because my wife wishes to see you. I have heard that you are going to have a child, said Hera, the queen of gods. Yes, Lady Hera. And you too, are you? Yes, we are married, legally. By both Greek customs and by Japanese customs as well. Good to know. Good to know. Well, I am blessing this child. As both of them were shocked, because Hera, who was always against the demigods because of the gods cheated continuously with mortals, was agreeing to their marriage and accepting it. Look, I am the goddess of marriage and family, and you fall under my domain as well. I can sense how your bond is strong for one another. And this child, I approve of it. As even Zeus was shocked alongside with everyone else there, because this meant that Zeus and Hera has just accepted their great-grandchild, who was official. So let's make it official then. What do you say, honey? Said Zeus, of course. As Zeus stood up, as everyone bowed, even Minato and Kushina did. I, Zeus, king of gods and of Mount Olympus, hereby claim this child as our own. He is the first proper great-grandson I'm going to be having. So for that, he will be granted a gift. You are to reside in Hoplet Hill and raise him there, because we wishes to see his growth. As that is when Hephaestus stood up, Father. I don't know what to say. I'm grateful. No need to be, son. I am happy that something came out of your, well, faulty marriage. As Hera also nodded to that, as Hephaestus nodded and sat down, while Aphrodite was shocked as well. As after the meeting came to an end, we see that Artemis as well as Athena then came with Aphrodite, who was trying to squeeze her daughter, as well as Minato, because she was so happy for both of them. I'm gonna be a grandmother. And I'm going to be a grandfather. What's so special about the punk? He's just gonna be kid of your two demigods. Not like you made them together. The child will possess both mine and Aphrodite's qualities. That I'm sure of. Yes, Ares. Is there a problem with that? No, not at all. It's weird seeing you being happy about being grandmother. He's the first official child claimed by Mount Olympus in almost forever, said Apollo. So why wouldn't there be? Well, we'll see to that. As now we see Minato and Kushina then arrived back to find that they had a camp of their own, with both Aphrodite as well as Hephaestus symbol, as the whole campers were told about what has happened, and both of the cabins from that day onwards had a close bond. Until, that is, after the birth of Naruto when he was just a child, Oracle gave Minato and Kushina a new, quest. Both of them were told to sail to the Sea of Monsters to retrieve back something. And so both of them went, after praying to their parents and to Lord Zeus and Poseidon for a safe journey. But as they were about to return, the tragedy struck. It took them a few months to return, but as soon as they did, they succumbed to their wounds. Even the healing capabilities of the things that were provided to them in the camp were not enough, and they finally passed. The fates cut the string of their life. It was a solemn atmosphere everywhere. And once both of them were buried, even Dionysus shed a tear. But what followed suit was both of the cabins taking responsibility of raising their nephew, because to them it was their sibling's child. And so time began to pass by, as now we see Naruto reached at the age of 8 and was in the cabin of his own, in which there was a small table to work upon, and he was tinkering with something until now we see a man in his tracksuit again arrived. Yo, what are you doing, Naruto? As Naruto almost flinched. Jeez, you almost scared me. What can I do for you, Lord Hermes? You're always cooped up here, kid. You need to go outside some more. And make my prank plans visible to you and your cabin, said Naruto with narrowed eyes. You think you can still beat me, huh, brat? Well, it's on. I will beat you, Lord Hermes, and become the new king of pranks. We'll see where that goes. Bring it on. And so, Naruto then came outside and was running towards Hermes' cabin until the new hot commodity and the savior of Mount Olympus, Percy, stopped him. Naruto, what is he up to again? As Annabeth then said, oh, nothing, just the usual, trying to one-up the Hermes cabin. You know, making the Stroll twins run for their money and work hard on their pranks. Seems like Lord Hermes has been visiting him somewhat, as both of them saw Lord Hermes arriving outside of Naruto's camp and disappearing. Obviously, he has taken a liking to Naruto, and the whole Olympus is buzzing with him, since he's the first official grandchild. You do know that, right? Yeah, I do know. But you must admit, he is quite cool, and it was his, projects that were not in the eyes of, Hephaestus' cabin, nice, and failures that saved us from the monsters. I don't even want to remember that. As Percy then had a flashback, curses I am! As he remembered when Talia's tree was poisoned and the whole camp was running around and scrummaging just to survive, Naruto was the one who came outside and brought out his nutsacker, which was basically miniature version of, Cerebrus, the three-headed Rottweiler dog that guarded Hades' gate. And the purpose of this machine was to stop and grab on and hold to the feet of the kindly ones or any monster that's stuck inside and bite at the nuts of it. Hence the nutcracker. And they could still hear the whimpers and screams of the Cyclops, Minotaurs, and all the other monsters that succumbed to this. And in their eyes, Naruto was the most evilest genius ever. Even Lord Hades was quite keen on getting Naruto's torture devices because they looked interesting. And many of the Olympians, especially Annabeth's mother, Athena, was quite stunned and was quite furious because this invention should have been failure, while Hephaestus was quite proud of his grandson because of his creativity and ingenuity, while on the other side, Aphrodite was just having the laughs, and Zeus even enjoyed it himself, even though he wouldn't admit it. As now we see that back to the present, Naruto was stopped, this time by none other than Thalia herself, who was here wearing the robes of the hunters. Naruto, Lady Artemis, and us are here, so you better not prank anyone. Geez, why do you all think that I would be pranking everyone? Hmm, because you, twerp, always do. What are you gonna do about that? You do remember that I am older than you, don't you? Only by a few years, that is. How many? Said Talia with a smirk on her face. 4? You think I'm still 18? No. I'm older than that. Remember, I was a tree. But still, you're still 18, so... As Naruto showed her a tongue and made a face before running away. Stop there, you brat! Leave him. The kid is just having fun. He's 14. He's almost a teen. I'm impressed that he is able to stay pure then. As now we see, Naruto then stood behind Artemis, something that always bugged Artemis, that she always was caught off guard, alongside the rest. Well, technically, Lady Artemis, as Artemis almost jumped into action. Geez, do you wish to die, child? No, it's... Well, you asked me a question. Of course, we all wonder. Don't you find any of us attractive? Asked Phoebe, the most knowable hunter who hated every mortal. As Zoe also wanted to know, because she wouldn't admit it, but she almost fell for him when he saved her from her own father, the Titan. How? With his obnoxious invention called the ultimate magnet. It was a small magnet that once thrown onto the ground turned into a huge magnet, and it didn't attract any metal or gold metal. It attracted titans, specifically the ones that he has placed inside. And that is how the Atlas was caught and put underneath the sky once more, freeing Artemis and Zoe herself. While he, after that, just made an L dance in front of him, pissing the Titan off, and then returned back. And this shocked Artemis and again pissed off Athena to no end. Because how in the hell would that be possible? The boy broke the laws of physics and godhood all at once. Back to the present, as Naruto then said, well, that would give me less time to mingle and, do my projects. I don't want to bother with that stuff. It's weird. Is that so? But if I were to tell you that I wish to go out with you, Lady Artemis? No, said Naruto. What? Said Zoe, taking offense to that. You're denying our lady. You do know that she has bright auburn hair and silver eyes. True, even if that is true. So what? They're just color of eyes and color of hair. Should I be attracted to color? Then Percy has beautiful eyes, Annabeth has beautiful eyes, and even Grandma and Grandpa have beautiful eyes. As Zoe tried to speak and say something, but she couldn't. Though might have bested me in words, but thou shalt remember that you're in the presence of a goddess. Enough, Zoe. He's just a kid. Go and have fun, Naruto. Oh, I already did. What the hell? Said one of the Stroll brothers as the whole room exploded with green slime. Well, I guess the cabin is now painted new. As that is when we see Naruto then dash towards the big house to hide with Chiron. Sometimes I do wonder, the boy failed in every possible class of being a hero and yet he ended up being one. As Talia then shook her head alongside many of her hunters, who respected Naruto for what he was, because he didn't give a damn about girls. And, if anything, he was just having fun of his own. As up there in Athena's library, we see that Athena was witnessing this. How? How does this magnet work? Could it attract us gods? And so, Athena went towards her father. What is it, Athena? I wish to speak about Naruto, as you sighed. Can we speak about this sometime later? What is it that you wish to speak of, said Hera. About his magnet. About again that magnet. You do know that Naruto is an inventor, and Hephaestus has builded weapons for us. Weapons that can do miracles. Why can't his weapons do that as well? We are gods, and they are demigods. But Naruto is a legacy. Legacy don't have the capabilities such as Naruto does. Well, he possesses it. Aren't you curious at all, father? How? No. I'm currently busy here. Isn't that right, honey? We're about to go on our date, so please don't bother us. Can I at least summon him and speak to him? Yes, fine. Just make sure you don't hurt him. Alright, I'll make sure of that. And so, Naruto was summoned. As Hermes arrived and found Naruto while he was having his dinner with both, well, Mr. D as well as with Chiron, who was yelling at him for not eating his veggies again. Jeez, next time I'm gonna prank you. As much as I want to see him being pranked, don't do it, Menma. Naruto, Mr. D. Yeah, whatever you say, Menma. Just make sure you don't, okay? Yes, sir. Good. Oh, hey Hermes, what are you doing here? Gotta give it to you, Brad. You really did handed my kid's ass to them today, but fear not, because now they're gonna counterattack. Should I be worried? Very. Knowing my kids, they're gonna whoop your ass in this game. And so Naruto gulped. Are you here to curse me or something? As much as I want to, no. All is fair in prank wars, remember? Yeah, I do remember that, but then again, you pranked me after that with a pie to the face. Classic. Always loved pulling that off. Anyways, today we're going to meet Athena again. What? What does Lady Athena want from me again? About the magnet. Gotta admit that was some hilarious stuff that you pulled out there. That Titan is still cursing your name to even this day. Not knowing that you have placed an anti-curse shield around you. And is only going to curse him in return. Yeah. One of these days I'm gonna find how to turn that off. And then curse you to slip on every floor that you set a foot on. Seriously? Yes, seriously. Enough now, Hermes. Take Menma and stop bothering us. As now we see, Naruto arrived in Athena's library. Wait, don't just leave me here. That's for the prank, kid. See ya, if you survive, that is. As now standing behind him was Athena. But in the similar age gap to Naruto. Come inside. Rarely any mortal has any honor to entering it. Wow, this really is quite amazing the way you have all the books on everything. Do you have any on? Yes, I do. Can I? No. Aw, come on, please. No. I'll make something for Annabeth to help her on her mission that you're going to send her soon. What mission? Obviously you're gonna send her, like every other kid that I heard in this tale, to retrieve your statue, right? Fine. But only for one day. Thanks. But not now. What? Remember I did call you here for one thing. Yes, it's about the magnet here. As Naruto brought out the keychain and took out the keychain itself from the ring in which it was trapped, and then dropped it down. You turned this weapon that is supposed to be a secret weapon into a keychain. How convenient. Well, I never lose my keys, so yeah, it is always going to be near me. Fine. Can you show it to me how it works? Oh, obviously. You know I do hate Ares because you tried to off Percy and, well, how he's always with Grandma, smooching and all that, which is horrible. Yes? I'll show you something. As Naruto brought outside the magnet and turned the dial that was on it to Ares. As suddenly Ares arrived there, butt naked, because he was resting in his temple. What the hell? Why am I here? Who did this? Look! A flying birdie! Where? As Naruto and Athena were gone. Damn it! The brat did that again! I'm gonna squash that brat next time around. No. Aphrodite will kill me if I do that. And the cripple will as well. No. Mother and father will, before the two of them. Curse this! The brat is surrounded by people. Who'll protect him? Well, I'll let him get away with this one. As that is when we see, Athena then said, how does this work? Like, as Naruto started scratching his chin, like I showed you, as she face faulted. No! What's the science behind it? Would you believe me if I said it was pure luck? You're not telling me your secret. You do know that I'm a smith, and smiths never tell their secrets. Fine. How about this? A bet. If you are able to beat me in chess, then you have to tell me a secret. Okay. As Naruto somehow was able to win. How? This doesn't even make any sense. These pieces should not have moved like this. Well, what can I say? Everyone does call me predictable. Or was it unpredictable? I don't know. Unpredictable. How about another one? And so the matching session continued onwards, and Athena got more pissed and pissed and pissed until she had enough. Fine. Don't tell me. Just leave. Go home. But I'm here. How am I gonna go home? Get out of my temple. Now. As Naruto, next thing he knew, was dropped by an owl outside of his temple. Hey, next time don't bring me here if you want to throw me out like this. Oh man. How am I gonna get home now? Better go towards Lord Zeus and Lady Hera and ask them. As that is when Naruto bumped into the most kindest Olympian ever, Lady Hestia. Oh, Naruto, what are you doing here? Lady Hestia! Good! I found you. You found me, but why are you here? Who brought you here? Lord Hermes did. Lady Athena wanted to see me for something and then she got pissed off and threw me out. Always pushing her wrong buttons, I see. As usual. I think I don't want to, but I guess I somehow ended up doing so. Well, you are to return, after all. So have a safe journey. As with a snap of finger, Naruto was standing back in the middle of the camp, as suddenly he was splashed with slime. Ha! Thank you, Lady Hestia. Wait, what? Well, we kind of bribed her to prank you with harmless prank, and she kind of agreed to this because you're the always you're the one who always ends up winning, so this time we win. Is that so? No, don't you dare think of that. Oh, hey, Naruto, you're back, said Percy. Yup. So, how did it go? Well, I did piss off Annabeth's mother more than you could. Really now? How so? Said Annabeth. No reason. Tell me. You don't want to know. Trust me. Oh, I do. As suddenly Naruto's lips turned into something ancient Greek. Immediately we see Annabeth was able to read. Mother cursed you to not speak. Mother only does that whenever she's embarrassed, and that rarely ever happens. Never happens. As Annabeth then said, don't tell me then. Okay. As Naruto began to walk back to his camp, as Artemis, who was there, heard this. Stop right there, kid. Yes? What did you do to my sister? Tell me. Well, as the same elements came. Fine, sister, I'll bring him to your library. As both of them disappeared and arrived, saying, why am I always being dragged here? I just got back home, and I'm covered in slime. Silence. What did he do to you? He tell me, or release his tongue so I can hear it from him. I beat her in chess. What? I beat her in chess for at least an hour or so straight. He was using the wrong moves, never to be seen moves. How is that possible? I have made this game, and I am the master of it. I'm the god of it. How is this possible? Don't you dare say you're better than me, Brett. Okay, then a little bit good. As Athena was losing it until Artemis jumped in for once and then said, whoa, calm down there, sister. What are you doing? So what if he beat you? He was just whining in return, not like he was going to tell anyone about this. He was! I don't want my Greek self to be tinted like my Roman self. As Naruto saw that, Athena was serious. I apologize. And I'll be returning. Can you? Yes, go home. As, with a snap of his finger, Naruto returned back to his apartment. His camp. There, Naruto settled down and decided to build something. And next thing, there was a big news. As Naruto was called by Chiro, Naruto, come to the main office. As Naruto arrived, as Dionysus was also serious, what have you done? I replaced Minerva's statue back where it belongs, given to her in her library. Why? You do know that Athena will not take lightly of this. And that is when we see Athena the next morning was quite shocked. As there was a note there. Sorry for about yesterday. Naruto, please don't curse me. As there was hand signs of a fox begging for mercy. Cheeky brat. Fine. As that is when Athena sent a letter from her owl directly to Dionysus, and Dionysus then says, "Stop, Chiron. Athena is fine and, well, is happy with what Naruto has done." And soon enough, Athena and the rest of the campers were aware of what has Naruto done, and make a no big deal out of it. As Naruto was sitting with Percy near the Poseidon camp, after getting permission, obviously, because he didn't want to get blown away or turn into dust. Naruto was the only one who had the permission to enter both Aphrodite as well as Hephaestus camp, and with the request enter any other camp because Naruto was friends with their children on nice terms, except for Hermes, who always was quite suspicious of Naruto because he always was up to something. When we see Artemis then arrived, we're going to have captured the flag, and you're on, kid. What? I'm fighting against your camp this time around. But I'm only alone. As that is when almost all of the campers backed out. Wait, you guys can't be serious. Next Friday. I'm giving you 1 week to prepare. Naruto for the first few days tried to gather up some campers, but none of them wanted to because they were getting quite happy over their last victory that they didn't want to lose. That was because of Percy, and Percy didn't want to test his luck again because he was content with being, well, the victor as well as the hero of Olympus. Sorry, Naruto. That you're on your own. Fine. And so Naruto built one thing and one thing alone, that he didn't show anything. As now we see, Naruto stood with his flag on the other side as Artemis and her hunters arrived. As Naruto then activated it, it was the picture of Hercules present there with a lot of armor. They hate Hercules, so they won't obviously come after me. As Hercules was there, saying, "Hey, pretty lady," over and over again in Naruto's impression of Hercules. As Hephaestus and Ares, as well as everyone, was laughing their ass off, we see the hunters deliberately destroying it, trying their best to, but they couldn't, and their rage was increasing until Artemis had had enough and used her real form to destroy it, only for Naruto and the flag to be gone from there. Turns out Naruto has also built a digger and was on the other side, and their flag was on their hand, and Naruto, as soon as they found out that he was going away, they dashed back, and Naruto used the zip line to come from the tunnel back to where he was, and placed it down. I win, as only an inch away was Artemis's knife. You cheated. No, I did not. You used... Well, I was alone, and you were literally quite a lot, as you can see, so... Fair game, I guess? Fine. But Lady Artemis, we can't. Enough. He has been the second mortal to beat me in my own game. And so, after that, we see there were huge numbers that Naruto alone bested Artemis. Then we see next morning Naruto arrived to find himself with the burning eyes as Apollo sitting next to him with a frown on his face. I have seen a prophecy, Naruto. And should I be worried? I'm gonna kill you, you bastard. Wait, what? Why? You defiler. Wait, what? What are you talking about? As Naruto got away, only for Hestia to arrive and take Naruto to Mount Olympus, where we see Artemis was standing. And Zeus as well as Hera looked quite worried. What is going on? Greetings, everyone. You bested Artemis yesterday. I don't want to admit it, but kind of. Yeah, he used some tactics, but he won. He was using his mind, that is all. Said Aphrodite, as Hephaestus for the first time agreed. Totally agree. He used his creativity. I am not gonna even ask how he was coming up with that idea. Sometimes I do wish that I should cut open his head, and no, you would not. As Aphrodite was giggling, like a madman. As Naruto then asked, Grandma? What is it? Ask your great-grandpa over there. Gigi? What is it? Said Naruto for great-grandpa, for short. You see, last time when Artemis was bested, she swore on River Styx that she would never allow a man best her unless she would rather marry him if she was. And you bested her. Oh no. No. Told you! You're gonna die tonight, punk! Said Apollo. Calm down, Apollo, said Hephaestus. It's not like it's official. Until mother agrees. Yeah, lady here is not gonna agree to this. I agree. Wait, what? Naruto is a good match. As Aphrodite looked like a madman while she was holding her laughter, as Naruto then glanced at them and then back to Artemis, who was looking at him with serious expression. Are you going to reject me? Can I? Said Naruto, looking towards everyone, as Apollo nodded, voting yes, while the others no, because they were having fun and Hera wanted Artemis to settle down. And so did Hestia. But Athena then was denying it, only supporting Apollo, as Naruto was informed that they would discuss about this later. And the news spread out in the camp and the hunters, and now hunters hated him because he bested their lady. As now we see, Phoebe and Zoe both arrived in his camp, tried to beat him up, but Naruto tried to make sense of it, and they finally calmed down because they, for once, were being rational and realized Naruto didn't knew about this. He is quite right. He was not aware of this because Lady swore this in front of us and the Olympians. How could have he known? But he uses that trick. Look, I was alone. Was I gonna get my ass whooped by all of you? No. Why should I do that? I mean, I wasn't the one who asked Lady Artemis to challenge me, since I'm the only one. Well, that is quite a good point. Thou made a good point, but thou shall realize that if you break Our Lady's heart, thou shall be hunted like a deer and skinned alive. What? Even yes, we agree. Since you have no attachments to the other gender, we do realize that you won't harm Our Lady. Oh, man. And I'm trying to get out of it. What did you say? You think that you're above Our Lady or something? No, it's not that. It's just I don't wanna get involved in all of this mess. Lord Apollo is already after me. Fear not about Lord Apollo. As now we see on Mount Olympus inside Athena's library, she was furious, continuously mad of Naruto's tactics and his unpredictability. Now normally she wouldn't give a damn about such meaningless things, but now she, for some reason, felt rage when Naruto was mentioned to be wedded to Artemis. He was a brilliant mind, a great intellect, plus he was blonde and had blue eyes, and had tan skin to boot. And he was slim, and smart and quite handsome. All check marks for Athena that she liked in her males. And now she realized the irrationality of hers. She then went and explained this to her parents, as Zeus was also shocked, and so was everyone else, even Poseidon. Huh. Now this is ought to be interesting. A love triangle, said Aphrodite. Yes! Finally! After eons my plan has become successful. Wait, what? Said everyone. The ultimate love story that I'm about to write. No, you don't, you dare, deity. Apollo, if you try to intervene in this, I will curse your children's sex life to be zero. No, you wouldn't, even yours. And Hermes, Dionysus, and even Lord Zeus. Apollo, you would stay out of this. Son, please. Dad, you can't. What's it to you, Apollo? I am deciding this. It's my decision, said Artemis. Not as much as I have a say in this. Since there is no solution to this. Fine. Only one solution there is. You both will. What? Yes, you both will. Now go and tell Naruto. As Hermes arrived in Naruto's cabin only to find that there was a log and Naruto in a piece of paper saluting them, telling them he was gone away. Naruto has used a cloak that he has built it to hide his scent from monsters and from gods. And now he was off. As Poseidon then began to chuckle. What did you do, Barnacle Beard? Said Athena. That is why I made a bet. What did you do, Poseidon? Said Zeus. Naruto prayed to me, saying that he wants to sail to somewhere safe because he didn't want to get killed by Zeus or the hunters. So, in order to be safe and a way that you might be angry with him what he was doing, even though he has no plan of doing this, he got away. Well, that is my grandson for you, said Hephaestus, always staying out of trouble. As Hera then said, find him! That boy is in his rebellious stage. I can't believe it. I might have spoiled him too much. Are you okay, honey? No, we need to bring back our great-grandson so that he could be married to either one of your daughters or both of them. Fear not. Leave this to me and my hunters. Not before my daughters find him, sister. The match is on. Let the hunt begin, said both of them as they went out to search for Naruto. All the while, Naruto was sitting on a wooden boat that was guided by Poseidon to lead away from the others. Why? Because he was having fun. And even Hades was helping Naruto. Because for once, Cerberus liked him. And so did his daughter, Melanie. Because she found Naruto quite attractive as well. If only someone is gonna marry him, it's my daughter. So for her sake, for the time being, he's gonna go away. While the hunt has already begun, and the quest was given to Athena's cabin to find and bring Naruto unharmed. A little bit damage would be suffice. As now we see Percy preparing with Annabeth. We gotta find before Artemis's hunter, huh? This is gonna be difficult. Knowing Naruto, he always leaves a clue behind. But your father is helping him. You do remember that, right? Yeah, so go ahead, ask him to help. As Poseidon obviously then wrote in the words, no. Wait, what? Said Percy. No, Percy, this is too much entertaining, son. I can't. I made a bet. You want your father to lose, son? No. Then be rebellious. Do it on your own. But don't try too hard. Sorry, Annabeth. For this you might have to suffer. Okay, Lord Poseidon. Well, shucks. And so Grover joined them. The trio went again on a quest on the seas to find Naruto, who on his own was trying his hardest to survive. And even Apollo arrived there to help him, guiding him away. All the while, Hera herself was now intervening. While in the best of files, we see that both Kushina and Minato were watching this, and were quite confused. How in the hell their boy turned out to be like this? Gaining the attraction of two goddesses. Seems like mother is having way too much fun with her grandchild. Yep. I guess so. Oh well. Wanna bet who finds him first? Obviously Artemis and her hunters. Well, I think that Athena's crew might have more tactical approach since they have Percy. Wanna bet? Yep. And so another bet was on, all the while Naruto, who didn't want any part of this, was just trying to survive, while he was being hunted by two goddesses for his love. As this is where I'm going to be leaving this short movie off, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one, and if you did, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. As this is it for the day. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.